like all of my examples are with Marina. It's so funny. So I don't need this, I don't think, right? I'm going to take that out.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Are we live? Are we live?
I think so. I think so. Going live soon.
Yeah, that's what it says on mine too. There we are. Awesome.
Yeah, I just marked it as an announcement too. So, okay, we got 2 months to meet the goal of 1,000 people in this group. We need 200 people.
We can do it. We can do it.
Hi, Anita.
Hi.
Oh
how you doing?
Yeah, Maggie. It's so funny because I posted that South Africa thing again, and so many people think that I am on the way to South Africa. And I'm like, well, who am I to say that I'm not? Like, maybe
you are. You don't know.
Maybe I will go at some point. I don't know. That would be so awesome. Claire posted a picture of where she's from in Cape. What is it? Come on, Cape. What is it called in South Africa? Cape.
May? No, that's not in
Jersey.
South Africa. I had to look at a map now and then.
Cape May is in New Jersey of the United States of America. And Cape Cod is up there, right?
Somewhere, yeah.
On top of New York in the United States of America. But Cape something or other, where's my South Africa? It's Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Cape Town. So silly. Cape Town is in South Africa. Now y'all know.
I definitely needed to know, obviously.
I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, your husband is a Jersey boy? Jersey peeps are the best. I lived there for 14 years. I'm a born and raised Cali girl, but I lived there for 14 years and Josh is still there. So I miss it dearly. I think we've had this conversation because, it's like, where's Jules going to land? Where's she going? But I did on the way home from getting my sexy ass done today. Sexy ass done.
Ooh, yeah.
My demo. I was like, Jesus, mama needs to know like where you want her to be and just give me a sign. And I kid you not, I pull up into the Starbucks and I look over and there's a car sitting there with Jersey plates.
You know why? You know why?
Well, my son is there for one.
Yeah, but he's gonna be more than a son, right? I mean, there's gonna be a baby at some point.
At some point, there better be some. Yeah, like if Julie turns in, Julie's gonna be like, "Wait, what? Once there is marriage, and I think that's awesome. So once they get to the point of wedding, then they'll talk baby. I hope. Selfishly. Oh my gosh, I need to spend some time with a map. Yes, Sue, we all do. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Me too.
So welcome to November, everyone. I feel like it's kind of been I'm just not ready for it. Isn't it crazy? I just cannot mentally comprehend this year in any way, shape, or form. It's really just been the most bizarre year on like 5,000 different levels. But and I was, we were waiting for something and we're gonna show you that. It's it's so beautiful. So we're going to, and I believe last week we talked about how like we were going to focus on the large goddess because we really hadn't done that yet. And There are just so many beautiful pieces that can be made on it. And I really think this month, with thinking about gratitude and um, working on a beautiful fiber piece, would just, I think, be amazing, especially because there's going to be a lot going on, people getting ready for Thanksgiving and stuff like that.
Right.
So it'll be nice to have like this project where you can relax with it and go at your own pace. And we're going to be sharing like a different knot every week. And I think that'll be super cool. So, and that'll be on the large goddess. I'm looking for July still. Oh my God. Seriously, I don't know who. Somebody posted like 2020 would become a like, how's it going, and the response would be like, "Ugh, it's 2020." Like, like instead of a bad word, it'll be
Well,
2020.
2020 is definitely a 4-letter word. So, I
It
mean,
just fast forward something. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, by all means, there's been unbelievable blessings, and I always like to look in, for the blessings of in between the complete insanity and crazy. But there's always, we're still here, so that means our work is not done.
Right.
I read that. So, oh God, it was probably Joel. I listen a lot to Joel, and he said, you know, if you're still here, God's not done with you. Your work
It's
is not
true.
done. And I was like,
Yep.
oh, that's right. Pull your head out of your butt, Jules. Get over it. Hello, Facebook user. Not sure who you are, because you probably didn't give StreamYard permission. So if you just want to let us know, Julie and Nicole, everybody's in the house.
Yep. Vicky and Ramona.
Oh, yeah, because you can see more than I can see. That's awesome. That's so good. So yeah, so November is going to be all about gratitude. We're going to work with the large weaving goddess, and we'll be using fibers and creating different knots. And I was looking at my piece. I think I'll probably try to find some beads one of the Wednesdays and show you how you can weave in some beads into your big fiber piece. And yeah, and so what's really cool about that, if you have not purchased a large weaving goddess or any other item, I just added Afterpay, what's called Afterpay, to the Shopify shop, so the jewelloom.com. And that is 4 easy payments, no interest, no fee to you. I'm covering it all. So it's like a phenomenal app. Shops like Gap, oh gosh, there's all the big guys. Like if you go to afterpay.com, you'll actually see all of the different companies that offer this. And so I'm really honored that I got approved to be in the mix of all of these big guys. And so, yeah, so it's when you go to a product, it'll say the amount of the product, or it'll say 4 easy payments of, and then it's spread out over a period of not too long. Like I think it might be 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. Just to give you a little extra time to pay for a bigger purchase, like the large weaving goddess. And again, so what happens is, if when you choose that, then it's like you'll go to their form, and you'll answer all their questions, and then you come back to the jewelloom.com site. So it's all legit. It's all big time. It's not second level anything. Go to afterpay.com and you can see what I'm talking about. It's like where the big guys play. And again, I'm covering all the fees in order for you to have that ability to make 4 payments. So check it out. I think it will help some people, especially with the bigger ticket items, which,
Yeah.
So what we're about to show you, Sarah got it first. I don't even have mine. She's like, did you get blah, blah, blah? I'm all, crap. I didn't go to the post office. I totally forgot. So we created a new look for the large weaving goddess, I should say, in addition to the large weaving goddess and the small weaving goddess. We now have a new pattern. So the original pattern, and again, all of my looms are with Marina, my graphic designer. So this is how the original goddess looked, and she's got the chakras and the lotus at the bottom. And so we now have another goddess, and I can't even stand it. How beautiful she. Do you want to? You want Sarah?
Yeah.
On right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So
Yes.
this is the weaving floral goddess, and so she has a palette of 7, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 7 different flowers. And we have the lotus on the bottom. The lotus really represents that stability and, the blossoming of yourself when you are in true alignment with everything in your life. So we kept that, but look at all the flowers. Do you want to come in a little closer and maybe show the top one? Okay, there's the lotus. So the top one, of course, is the rose. So, the rose is, like the hot in oil world, and if you know that I love essential oils, so in the oil world the rose vibrates at the highest level, right? So it's just the oils, and I think we could all agree that a rose garden is just breathtaking, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And so then the second flower, I can't remember what that is. And then we've got the daisy. I know there's iris.
Daffodil, right?
That's a daffodil. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the daffodil. And then the daisy, right? The Gerber daisy. And is that the iris?
Yep.
Okay. That's the iris. And then the sunflower. So the sunflower was all about my Portuguese grandma. And then we have which one is that?
Is it a pansy? I can't remember.
I think it is a pansy.
I think it is.
I know we're like, they're just pretty.
Yeah.
Marina was like, what about this palette? I'm like, yeah. As long as there's a rose and a sunflower. Yeah. But anyway, so this is a new, so the original chakra weaving goddess is still firmly in place. And now you have an option. So that if you
orchid.
Orchid. Okay.
Thank you, Maggie.
Yeah. So now you have the floral pattern. Now she's not up on the site yet because we literally, Sarah.
I just literally unboxed her like within the past 30 minutes. So
yeah. She's texting me. She's like, "Oh my god, she's so beautiful." Blah. I'm like, "What? Oh no, I didn't in the post office." So I'm glad you got yours. Yeah, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I cannot wait to see, because this one I think even lends itself a little bit more to creativity with paints and
Yeah.
I can just see it now. Like they're just gonna scream beauty. And you said she was so sexy, and you're right.
She is.
There's a very sexy, voluptuous, curvy vibe about her, and so appropriate for right now, where we're just trying to like stay grounded, like we're just trying to stay grounded. And as women, we feel everything. I know I've been just like, in my heart, in my throat, my belly. So it's so symbolic, the goddess body and everything is just so symbolic. And so, Sarah, are you going to use your acrylic paints?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so afraid of messing her up. It took a lot for me to color the small goddess, because I wanted to do a good job. And then I wasn't super thrilled with it. So I don't know. She may just stay naked. She might have to just stay naked.
Yeah. Well,
Julie says, curvy girls unite.
Yeah.
I agree. This is like real women right here. Yeah. This is what we really look like.
Yeah. Not like that sexy ship hoe outfit I had to wear for Halloween. And cover the girls with Venus's scarf. It's like, how am I tiny right here? Right, right in the rib cage right here. I was like, God, I can't even like. What does it say? Is there more finger room between the warp teeth and her base? There is not, Vicky. So if that's something that you, if we raise those, I know what you're talking about, if we raise, whoopsie, where we're going. So if we raise this space right here to be higher, obviously because it's more product, the price would go up. Now, it's certainly something we can talk about because I would love for everybody to have the opportunity to have a successful weave. That's where the fiber loom came into play because the fiber loom is empty in the middle, and it seems to work really well for people who need that extra space. But we'll talk about that to see like what that would run, like how much more that would cost, because you're talking about more product and all, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll talk about that. And, you never know. Maybe it could be something that's like an add-on or something. I would use markers. Okay. I'm already thinking of colors. All my girls are natural and naked. I knew I loved you for a reason. Right on. Okay, okay, Vicky. Yeah. But that's a really great point. We've never talked about it being higher. And so, we'll definitely talk about that. It just could be like maybe there's the original version and it's X amount, and then this other version that would probably cost more just because of the wood and the timing and everything. And then at least it's an option. And so I will talk to my manufacturing peeps to see if that's doable. So yeah. Oh, right. Well, I'm glad you all love her, and I can't wait to see her.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call and see if mine is over at the post office before I go down there. But so I just want to make sure okay. So I'm going to be figuring out how to do a wait list for something pretty. Okay, this is exciting. What we just showed you. This is pretty. But wait, there's more. Because you know how Jules is. So I'm figuring out how to do a wait list for you if you choose to get on for something pretty stinking exciting. Our goal, and when I say our, Miss Thing and I, or whichever direction we are, something we're cooking up. And so once I figure out how to do the wait list, we will let you know. And if you are remotely excited to maybe know what it is, then you can get on the wait list, and then you will know. You'll be one of the ones to know. I'm working on that. So much to work on.
You want to know. You definitely want to know.
You definitely want to know because it's ridiculous. Yeah. It's hot. Just more hot, sexy yumminess.
Yes.
But it's a co-birth. So will the baby have blonde hair or red hair? Depends on who baby daddy is. Who's your baby daddy?
He's not a redhead, I can tell you.
He's not a redhead.
He's not a redhead. No. I'm thinking tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah. I just like nice, sincere, truthful, kind.
Yeah, all of those things.
Yeah, all of those things. Yeah, Vicki, that's a good Yeah, I'm totally going to talk to our team about it because I love to know these things, and I love that all of you always are so honest and forward about um, what you might need, and I just love having the capability now to actually be in a place where I can make those types of things happen if possible. So yeah, I'll talk to our manufacturing peeps and see for the weaving goddess. That's yeah. But yeah, I don't see. I have a feeling it can be done. I just think it's going to might raise the costs a little, but that'll be maybe like I said, here's this version, or I don't know. We'll just have to look at it. But you're right, Vicki. I don't think you're the only person that's mentioned it. I feel like somebody else might have said that too, but I'm not sure. So anyway, and I never did get a chance, I don't think, to show you. Let me see if I could just put this on my pen. So you remember when we closed out last week, we were doing the wing rings, and my little piece was like a little patch. So I sewed it all together and did this bead. So I just ended up making like a ring bead. Isn't that cute? So one, two, I think it was five rows of 2 holes, and it made a little bead. Isn't that sweet? And then 3 across. So now you could put that on your sari ribbon, or you know what? It's actually even light enough. I bet you could put it on a hoop, like if you wanted.
Ooh, that would be
in your
really
face
cool.
hoops, like me.
That would
Like
be awesome.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh my heck!
So we have a what?
I was just gonna say, you could even like weave this in. I think I'm going to keep it out. You could weave this into your fiber project.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm keeping it out. I'm going to do that. Awesome. You said, oh, we have something else.
We do. We have a drawing.
Okay, take it. I gotta take a drink.
All right. So we had a ton of people enter this time around. So I haven't pushed the button yet, but I'm gonna.
So these were all the people who you did a call to action, and then they all listed their bling rings. So these are all the rings that we made last month.
Right.
So stinking impressive. I can't even.
Yeah.
You make my heart so full. I'm not even kidding. It's like crazy.
All right. We have our results. Suzanne Brown.
Woo!
Congratulations. I don't know if she's watching today or not, but we'll let her know for sure if she's not.
Yeah. And we need to get her, find out what she has and like what her favorite colors are so that I can curate. That's my new favorite word.
It's a good one.
I'm curating. I'm a curator, or as a test. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what I am. So I'm going to bring. Do you have a large goddess in process, or?
Well, I've got one in process behind me, but then I grabbed the other one because I wasn't sure what we were going to do. So I've got one naked and ready.
All right. You know what? Do you want to do some warp it real quick, and then we'll both be on the same page, and then we can.
Yeah. Let me grab.
Yeah,
so
and I was just going to say I have mine set up to do the loops.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. So, what do you like to warp your goddess with? Just out of curiosity, your large goddess.
Yeah, I love warping with him. I really do.
On the large goddess? I think I shall try that.
Yeah, I do like that. But this time, what I used. Do you remember how I think it was Joanne's? Joanne's had that pack of yarn. Let me unravel myself here. Joanne's had that pack of yarn. Remember all these little boo-boos? And they were like for like nothing, right? So this time that's what I use. It's just a basic thin yarn. There's not too much stretch
Right.
involved with it.
That's what I used last time. Let me grab my bucket real quick.
And I did the entire width. Whoops. I did the entire width. She's naked.
Okay. Whoops.
Yeah. The hemp is just I love warping with the hemp. I love doing the wefts with it too. But you just have to be a little patient with that, because when the hemp and the hemp are together, then you have to really, slow it down, and because it's two that's touching against each other, but it's super sweet. Yeah. In fact, that's how this is hemp on hemp. So it's their rainbow hemp. So the warps and the wefts.
I love the hemp on the smaller. I would never have thought to use it on the large goddess. I'm gonna have to try that. Okay, so with yours, did you warp every space?
No, I warped every other space. So I went around to every other space. So I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Oops. So I tied off here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here somewhere. And then I warped every other space.
Okay.
And I only have the front done.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That bracelet is the rainbow hemp, and I only use Hemptique's hemp. So they're out of Escondido, California, I believe it is.
Yeah, the quality for Hemptique is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to mess around with. Plus, it's all eco-friendly bait, and it's got the certifications, and I don't know, when it comes to things like that, you want to make sure that you're using sustainable product and Hemptique all day, every day. So, yeah. What size is your hemp? Oh, good question. I do believe, I think this is a 0.5 or a 1. So not too thin and not too thick. I think it's on the website, on my website, because I think these are up there. Yeah, the rainbow hemp is on my site. So we did this at, was this the one we did at the Children's Hospital? I think I said that was the one.
I think that's what you said.
I love this. And this could be made on the original jewel loom. It could be made on the small weaving goddess. It could be made on the fiber loom. The baby loom if you have a small wrist. But yeah, this was actually done on the original jewel loom, because at the time that's what I had birthed.
All right, almost there.
Let's see it. Oh yeah. There is something magical about her being warped. I don't know.
I know.
Sometimes I just warp her and then I stare at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been known to talk to her and cry too. Because I mean, seriously, I know. I'm sorry. Maybe too much information, but it's because that's where she birthed from. She birthed from a really deep place of creativity and healing.
Yeah,
and when you see the female body and you can just like really speak to it, and I can't talk to her right now. I'm going to cry. There's just like every part, you can feel it. You can just feel it. And if you're feeling anything, I have the Goddess Loom, but I haven't done anything yet. What? Facebook user? You need to do the rings. Watch the Well, first of all, there are some written instructions for the rings in the media section of the group, and then um, there's all the lives that we just did in October. You will so enjoy doing the rings. You could talk to anybody.
Yeah.
That's what my kitty is good for. I know Marlon Brando's not snoring behind me or farting on me today, so that's nice. Oh, okay.
All right. She is ready. Whoops.
Oh, and you know what else? I hate to call you Facebook user, but I can't see your name. Do you know who that is? Talking about how they just
Which one?
It says I just got the mini moon goddess, but I have
Stephanie.
Okay,
Stephanie Howard.
Okay, Stephanie. We just finished those instructions, right? The how-to instructions.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'll be adding those to the Jewel Loom site. But in the meantime, there are written instructions on how to make the ring in the media section of the group. And you can also look back at all the Facebook lives in October, because that's all we did was just like rings forever. Yeah. Okay, so you have yours. Okay, I'm going to come on down then.
Yep. Okay.
Whoops, let's see here. I'm going to peek under to see how that looks. Whoops. And actually, I need to be in this direction. And let me see if I can get closer. I know last time. Wow. Are you in a snack box?
No.
What?
I'm not. I was just getting my needle.
What the? Come on. You were in the snack box.
I wasn't, I promise.
Okay. How does that look? Because I'm gonna be working right here. Can you see where I'm pointing?
Yes.
Like right here?
You're gonna need to come down. So pull her bottom down a little bit.
That?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I have attached the fiber just by adding a little knot to the side warp. Okay. And then I have, I don't know, maybe a yard or so, probably a little bit more, maybe 2 yards of yarn in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that yarn and I put it in between the first and second warp. And then I have like this U shape over here. Let me hide this tail. Hold on. Let me put it underneath. So I have this U shape, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this U shape, or, this loop is going to determine pretty much like how big the loop will be. Am I still on the screen?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm going to take the yarn that's in my right hand and I'm going to slip it through, and then I pull. And when I'm pulling the bottom piece, it's making it tight. So that's the first loop. Okay, so let me do that again. So I'm going to go in between the second and the third warp, right? And here's the loop.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take a piece of this yarn, pull it through, and then pull it down. Oops. And there's my second loop. So here's the yarn. In between the third and the fourth, the loop comes out. Go through. And then the left piece gets pulled tight. So there's the first 3 loops. Okay.
Gosh, you did that fast.
Let's see, okay, here we go. So now I'm going Here's the 4th and the 5th. So I take the yarn, go down between the 4th and 5th, up from the 3rd and the 4th. Right there's the loop. I bring the yarn that's in my right hand, pass it over through the loop to my left, and then I pull. Okay, and if that's too long, I can pull on this end and shorten it. And then I just want to make sure it's nice and taut. So I'll come in here. So now I have 4 loops. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm going in between the 5th and the 6th. Here's the loop. So I'm literally like making these little slip knots.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can't pull it up on my laptop so I can see if there's any questions. Okay. Yes, Ryan loops. Someone is opening snacks. I told you.
I'm not, I promise. You guys
Okay.
don't believe me.
And
Okay.
just to back up a little. Okay, so we did our warps. I'm working on the entire width of my goddess. I did several plain weaved rows. So that's all this section. Because your rayas need to sit on something. So you would have needed at least a couple of rows. I chose to do this thicker patch right here because I'm starting to design my piece. So once again, I'm going to take the yarn, come through, and pulling that bottom piece. And you just want to make sure it's nice and tight.
Running out of room here. Okay.
And they can be, whatever size you choose. They can be short and taut, or they can be long and looping.
Okay, so oh goodness. Yeah. I'm just now caught up. I've got a little bit of a base here, so I'm ready to start.
Whoa, you went all the way down to the bottom. Are you going to be able to work in that side area?
Well, I can scooch it all up a little bit.
Okay. Make life easy.
Do it in the middle.
And you can do it like all the way across. You can do it in little patches, you can literally, they can be big, they can be small.
Okay, let's see. Okay, walk me through again.
Okay.
So I'm taking the end of my yarn.
Okay, now you should have a whole separate piece of yarn.
Oh, it's got to be separate from the base?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, how much do you have left over there?
About 3 feet.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, I would cut it.
Okay, no problem.
That's how I learned. So, if you figure it out, then, it's not a deal breaker.
Right. Okay. And so
then you're going to take that piece and you're going to tie it off on the side warp.
Okay.
When you have your separate piece.
Yep.
Do you have a separate piece?
Yep.
Okay. So
it's
did
just
you
the
tie
same
it?
Color, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So did you tie it off to the side?
Yes.
To the side warp? Okay. I can't see that.
Oh, yeah. I forget you're Yes. I'm ready.
What are you doing? So the piece of yarn comes down and in between the first and second, since you're doing your first one, right? And it's a loop.
Okay.
So I see you're behind on my laptop. You're just now tying the loop.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to let the time. There we go. Okay. So now you're going to bring that down so that the loop is pointing out. The piece of yarn goes in between the first and second warp. And then you create a side loop.
And then
the yarn that's in your right hand, just a little bit of it loops through the loop.
Just a little.
It's
I'm so
hard
confused.
because this is
right.
Okay.
So no, that's not right.
Oh, that's not right. Hold on 1 minute. Why is there going to be a time delay? Okay, so I'm going to bring in a piece.
Okay.
And I'm tying off on the right side of the warp here.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see that I've done that, or do you have a time delay?
I can see what you're doing.
Okay. So then I'm going to take that piece of yarn that's free, right? It's got an end, right? So I have it in my hand.
Okay, hold on. You have an end. I didn't have an end. I was just working off of the. Okay.
Well, the end is all the way over to the right side of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're just going to take the yarn and you put it in between the first and second warp.
Right.
And then you bring it out over here where it has the loop. Whoops, hold on. Let me get the knot out of the way. So here's the loop, right?
Okay. I was pulling my loop the wrong direction. Yes. Okay.
Okay. And now with the yarn that's in my right hand, I take a little bit of it, right? And I pass it over to my left hand in between the loop. I pull it down.
What? Oh, what? Look at that. I did it.
Okay.
I did.
I can't see.
Yeah. I got it. Just took a second.
Yeah. So it's just a slip knot. So here's the loop. Pass the yarn from my right hand to my pinchers over here on my left in between the loop. Pull the bottom piece of yarn down, and that's what ties it into place. You just have a little slippy right there. Yep, there you go. And now you move one over, so now you're going down in between the second and third loop.
Okay.
With the little loop coming out in between the first and the second.
Okay.
And then you take the yarn from the right hand, pass it to the left hand, pull down. And you could see how come it doesn't work if you don't have, see, like I'm gonna kiss these on top of each other. Because you really have to have something to, when you pull down, for it to stop.
Right. Okay, and I think that's the problem is I don't have a thick enough base here to. And so, just like you said, they can be any size loop that you want them to be.
Yeah. So like that's a bigger one, right? I think you just did a bigger one.
Right.
Or at least that's what my screen over here is showing. And then again, and then you go to the next set.
Okay. And so the next set is 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So I pull through.
And if you had a bigger fiber you were working with, then, you might end up doing this with skipping 2 warps.
Right.
Because you would need the space.
Yeah, this definitely would have been beneficial if I'd had a thicker, sturdier base.
Yeah, you're using
to push up against. Yeah.
Well, and that's
really soft.
Yeah, you could do it though. I mean, it's definitely not a nil. So I have like this little tiny piece. So now I'm going to end up with, I don't even know what I'm going to end up with. Let me see if I can even make this work. Because this is really tiny. That might just be too, I don't know that I have any space to deal with here.
Vicky says Sarah on the other side of the knot. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, that's not long enough. So
on the other side of the knot, what?
I don't know. I don't.
I don't think I'm doing it right.
See with that really thin, that
I
thin
know.
fiber. Do you have anything thicker?
I do. Let's see. What can we use here?
I definitely see. Like I just did another one with this stuff. It's a little bit easier.
Okay, let's push all this down. I don't know if this is thicker or not. Let's see. That is not thicker. I picked up the exact same thing.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Color.
That's so funny.
Here we go. I got something thicker I can use.
Okay. So I just ran out of so I'll probably end up doing, I might do like a row of beads right there. Your comb is definitely going to come in handy for keeping all of this nice and hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one thing.
I want this to be up a little on her waist. I'm scooching up.
I feel like I wasn't getting my knot tight enough.
Uh-huh. I understand that. Yeah. And then you can kind of go back in and.
So, whoops.
You can always go back in like I'm doing right now and just kind of scooch them closer to the warp.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to look because I feel like I'm not getting it. Okay.
All right, let me go back here. Did you get a thicker material so I could actually see it?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay, I see you now. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're tied on.
I'm tied on.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my thread between 1 and 2.
Yep. So go down between a little piece, like say 4 inches long, in between 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. This guy wants to spin on me. My knot here. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I want to take a little bit of this. Uh-oh. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Did I lose you?
I'm listening.
Jules, come back.
Oh my gosh, really?
Uh-oh.
Can you see me or hear me?
I can now. It was frozen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So here's my loop over here. And then I'm taking a little bit of this and I'm going into the center of this.
Yes.
Like this.
I got to catch up because your fingers are not moving. You know what? Maybe let me pull my phone up. Let me see if this is on time. Maybe this is not delayed. Hold on.
Because I feel like I'm not getting the knot tight at all.
You got to pull the bottom string. Okay, I'm watching you.
Okay.
Whoa.
So let's do again.
Do it again.
Okay. So now I'm going between these two. So taking it, bringing my loop out over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then taking a little bit of this and going here.
Yeah.
And then pull.
And then pull the bottom string to make the knot.
The bottom string is the one.
There you go. Just like that.
And then I can kind of shorten it up. And
exactly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I did have it. It just didn't feel like I was getting the knot very tight. But I can tell that is just going to come with practice. And then it is going to make a difference if you've got a more sturdy base to push up against. And I need all of those things.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do again. So I'm going to go between these two.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring the loop out this direction.
Yeah.
Take a little bit of this.
Yeah.
And then
pull the bottom.
pull.
The bottom is what tightens it up, and then scooch it down.
But when I pull the bottom one, I think I'm doing that part upside down because it's my top.
It looks great.
Okay.
It's great.
I don't. It's just gonna take practice with everything else.
Yeah, it's literally just creating like a little slip knot.
Yeah. Oh, and I like it too.
Yeah,
I like the way that's gonna look awesome.
I love it, and with the remember you taught us too the Raya knot. So there's like the Raya fringe. Knot, the fringe part, and then the Raya loop.
I love it. So how does everybody else feel about it out there?
Now I've got happy to see. Aw, my Auntie Pat says she's happy to see my face. I don't know, but somewhere along the way, it looked like I was just like in weaving. My hair's a mess. Yeah, that's looking really good.
Yay! I did it.
So here, look at my girl's got a big skirt.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, I love that. And that's going to look fabulous, like layers of that on. I love that. That's so cool.
I think that we should make our pieces based on dressing our goddess. Like paper dolls. Yeah,
that's kind of how I feel about her. It is like dressing a paper doll.
Yeah, she's like a big paper doll. Definitely. Made out of wood. Yeah. So I'm gonna so I'm using, for right now, I have some crazy fibers that I'm mixing up. I'm probably going to find some beads that go in between my warps. Mm-hmm. Let me get my thingy bob. What's my thingy bob called again, people? My calibrator. I'm going to see how big of I think it's going to be like a 8 or 10 millimeter space, but let's see what happens. Yeah, it looks like it's about 8 millimeter size bead that will fit in there. So that'll be fun.
And so when you add a bead, though, you've got to switch over to something else for your stringing, right?
Yeah. So I would bring in my,
wildfire.
Yeah, and here's the trick about that too. So when you're beading and you've got the yarn, it's even more important that you don't that your needle doesn't go through the yarn. Because what happens basically, it doesn't leave you any flexibility to move that.
Right.
So you have to be really careful when you're doing it. I could do that. We'll do that like next week.
Okay.
So everybody should get, whatever you have, your goddess or what have you, if you're gonna play along, and pick your fibers, your hemp, your yarn, some beads. If you're using the large goddess, it's about an 8 millimeter bead. It looks like. Yeah. I don't have a small goddess because I can't believe I gave it. I like to. Here, just take everything I have. It had to get done though. It really needed to be photographed. So, yeah, I'm stoked about this because I think by the end of the month we are going to have some gratitude pieces that are just like unbelievable. Yeah. I would just literally sew them like I was sewing them on a loom. right? So like I will take my wildfire and end up tying it to the side of wherever I want to bead, and I'm literally going to do the process of just weaving them in. I'm probably going to do like a row, and then not even a whole row, because that's going to be really challenging because of the width on this.
Right. Yeah.
But I just don't know yet, because I'm not sure what else wants to speak. But right now, what we have is we have our warps.
Mm-hmm.
We have basic weave, a few rows of the basic weave, and we have the Raya loops. And yes, it can be done on the small goddess. Yeah, sure. Of course. But that, like, when I skip when I skip a groove on the large weaving goddess, it opens up the space to about 8 millimeters. I don't think that's the same space on the small goddess.
Right.
So just change the math. Jules, do you know when the new large goddess will be ready for purchase? I'm gonna go. I have an appointment at 2:45, a Zoom, and then I'm gonna call the post office. So if mine's over there, I need to get a picture. Well, you could probably take a good picture for me, can't you?
I don't know.
Good enough.
For the website, I don't know. That makes me a little nervous.
Does that make you nervous?
It does make me nervous.
Why? All of your stuff is like phenomenal. Everything.
I know, but she's so big, and my little photo space, I don't know if it will accommodate her or not.
Oh, good point. Good point. So just probably give me until the morning. And if I get it done tonight, I'll just let everybody know.
Yeah.
If she's at my post office, then I'm going to jam over there and get her. And there's still sunlight here, so I can take a picture of her. Yeah. And then we'll get her up there. So, yeah, especially with that 4K, that's going to be nice. But yeah, so that'll be our goal for this month. I'll do a little bit more info on that with the header. I was just really kind of like letting it come to fruition, because we've talked about this before. When it comes to the weaving goddess, it's not about boom, boom, boom. Right? There's a process, and I never really know what she wants, and she's such a lady. What does she want anyway? So I love the idea of like designing her according to her body and making an outfit for her. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. And I cannot wait to see everybody's, because they're all going to be so different and have such amazing different personalities. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. I know. It's going to be like, just if the rings are any indication. I mean, that was.
Yeah.
So, and I have not seen, you said Susan Brown?
Suzanne Brown. Yes.
Suzanne
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen her pop in. So check that out. All right. So I think, is there anything else? Anybody have any other questions? So we've got the 4K up. We've got the new weaving goddess. I'm going to make the waiting list. Our baby. Oh, I got labor pains. Okay. Yeah, the rings were so fun. This one is going to be, and it's great too, because we have like, there's like 30 days in November, right? I think again.
I think so. Yeah.
So there'll be plenty of time to work on this project, because this doesn't happen quickly. This is a process. Don't be surprised if you get a little emotional, like if there's something going on in your world. This will probably be a real emotional one for me, and that's fine. I need to express myself, as we all do, and don't ever let anyone tell you to not. Or Sarah will go pop. Feed them with their snacks. Or snack bag. So yeah, I think that's it.
Yep.
Been an hour.
Jane
All
says
right.
we're up to something. We definitely are. You're just gonna have to stay tuned, and it's so cool. So
Yeah, it's super cool. Waiting list on site or here? That's a great question. I don't quite understand. I've got to ask my Shopify person about how I do it. I'm going to go try to figure it out on my own in my email thing. Well, I do think that it'll be a link. Yeah, it'll be a link, of course. So then the link, yes, will be, I'll post the link in the group, and then you would get onto the waiting list. So it might look for like, like when you do the newsletter or something. I have to figure it out. I know it's not brain surgery. I just have to figure it out. Yeah. But yes, to your point, it will, it'll be posted here, and they'll, obviously go out and I know what I wanted to say. You guys, when you sign up for the newsletter, and I've said this before, okay, so what happens is you sign up for the newsletter, and then you are emailed a code, all right, for your discount for signing up. That code doesn't last forever, okay? It's more like, thank you, take a few days, and get on, okay? So if your code isn't working, it's probably because you got it and then it expired. But all you need to do is let me know, okay? Like, I'm not going to be a poo-poo head and not let you take advantage of that. So you just have to email me, because you know what? There's like too many messages in all these groups and pages, and you keep getting lost. And I'm like, somebody said something, and now I can't find you.
yeah.
So email me at jules@jewelloom.com if you have any problems with your code. You just have to make sure that you really are on the newsletter. So if you've not signed up for the newsletter, go sign up for the newsletter. A 15% off coupon code is sent to you immediately. It's only good for a short period of time. And if you got yours and you didn't use it, just okay. All right. Poo-poo head.
That's what I call my dog, is poo-poo head. He thinks that it's a wonderful thing to be a poo-poo head.
Aww.
So
Aw, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah. I have other words too. For other people's life.
oh gosh.
I know. All right. Isn't wine 30 yet? Could you find a blank goddess so I could draw the pose myself? You could, the whole back of this is something we've not even touched on. I mean, seriously, look at the opportunity on that piece of wood. I need to think about that, like designing the back side somehow. It'd be fun almost to do like paper napkin applique or fabric applique, like some of the old Aline's techniques.
Yeah, immediately when I very first got when the very first large goddess showed up at my house, I immediately wanted to decoupage the back of her. Because that's one of my favorite things to do. I used to do it all the time, and I was like, she needs like some sort of crazy decoupaged mural thing on her back. So I may still do that. She may be naked on the front, but I eventually have intentions of putting something fabulous on her back.
I think that's cool. I think it would be really fun if somewhere along, if we have time this month. I know it's going to be a busy month for people getting ready for Thanksgiving and stuff like that here in the US. But well, again, ladies, if yours expired, don't get all poo-poo faced. Just email me. I'll you know, if you are on the newsletter list and you haven't used it and you because it expired, let me know. Yes, decoupage, stamping.
Yeah, that was another one that occurred that I want to do
Yeah.
with the little Silkies loom. I wanted to put some alcohol inks on it and then the black stamp for the back of it.
You should do that.
Yeah, I think it would
Yeah.
look awesome.
Yeah. So all the Silkies kits are shipped to date. And if you're thinking about getting one, you really need to get your order in because we have to, you know, we're going to have to make a whole new batch. So that whole first round is gone. And so now, you know, anticipating the second round. So just try to get your order in and so we can run the next. You've been telling people about that too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Silky kits, yeah. They're so cool.
They are so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have to get some time to design one for this group.
Yeah.
I actually have it.
You do. You've been holding out.
I've been holding out. Yeah. I'm going to tweak it a little. And we never, well, I guess, you know, we are what we are. We are weaving goddesses.
Yeah.
I don't know that we really need to like change that. Kind of is what it is.
I think so too.
Yeah. And even the men that are in here lurking, they can be weaving gods.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Better add that to my profile. Weaving goddess. Weaving goddess. For warps and wefts. Oh, we could get real money. I'm going to
yeah, we could.
Oh, wow. Somebody from Dubai. Hello. Speaking of weaving gods. How fun. That's like far away. I shipped, I think I shipped no, that was, yeah, well, Saudi Arabia, but that's not this, right? Here I go. I'm challenged with my geography.
Geographically challenged.
Geographically challenged. Who got what on Monday? Facebook user. Oh, your Silkies kit. I'm assuming that's what.
Yeah, and that was Stephanie Howard.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. I have to make all the yarn and everything again. I have to go cut everything. So yes, Pasha. Is that how you say your name? Pasha Pas? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't want to be like not saying your name correctly. That's so sweet.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta get ready for my next round. Love you guys.
Awesome.
And we will see you Friday for follow-up Friday.
Yep.
Well, I think that's a jewel loom. We
It
talked
is.
about doing that. So really quick on Friday, we're going to do follow-up Fridays, just quick 30-minute lives. And this Friday, well, all the Fridays will be about the jewel loom. So a couple of people just had questions about using it and doing the warps and what have you. And so I think it's always great to revisit how to put that together.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we'll start with a blank one. We'll do the warping, start from the very beginning and everything.
Okay, good. Yeah. I have to take my dad to the doctor. Fridays are tough for me with my parents. So
yeah, no problem.
I take my dad, and if I do get back, I will definitely come peek on. But yep. Okay. So
yep. Sounds good.
Go get your stuff next Wednesday. I want to see where everybody's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, maybe we could do like a post your progress.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I would just like to see where everybody's at next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you.
Love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.